fuck? Oh shit, I just spilled my water. I didn't even get to sing my song yet. I gotta sing, ooh, girl, you're shining like a Fifth Avenue diamond. They don't, fuck, I don't even know the second line. They don't make you like they used to. You're never going out of style. Ooh, pretty baby. This one, welcome to the Meat Sangria podcast, everyone. My name is Matt Lipari. I have a wet desk, dude. I got a wet desk, and some of you guys do too, because you heard my voice and you went, good God, this is my special moment. Time to dig into my undergarments. Anyway, fuck, I spilled more water on myself. I'm a fool. It's too hot in here. I just got in town, just got back to my apartment. I got to turn the AC on because it's the middle of summer, and it's only 77 outside. It's not, the Lakers agree. The Lakers are getting sold for $10 billion. That doesn't even seem like it's, I guess that's the appropriate amount. $10 billion. If you had $10 billion, you could buy the Lakers. The Los Angeles Lakers. Happy Father's Day, guys. I don't know if I even said Happy Father's Day last episode. I think I probably did. Even though it was released on Happy Father's Day. I think I said it was going to be released. I didn't actually say Happy Father's Day to everyone. I had a fun Father's Day. Visited a lot of a lot of my family members are buried at the same cemetery. So we went and visited some mausoleums, some burials. You know, so we hit a bunch of people. And there was one weird grave. It's my dad's grandpa. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's not that weird, but I was just kind of weird. It was two people in one grave. My dad's grandpa and then his wife's sister. So my dad's aunt. You know what I mean? Or my dad's great aunt. And my dad's grandpa and my great grandma's sister. So they're not blood related. It's just it's like if I married a woman and then I was buried with that woman's sister. It's just kind of odd. I was like, why are they together? And they're in the same family. I'm like, yeah, I get it. But also, maybe it's an economical thing. They're like, yeah, let's fucking put anyone in. There was another spot for a third person, so I don't know who's going to be in that one. Maybe me. Maybe if I die too early. Just, throw them in there. We got extra space, bro. I've never even met these people. They died before I was born, so my dad's grandpa. I mean, I feel like not many people know their great-grandparents, or do they? Maybe they do. I knew one of my great-grandparents, my dad's grandma. She lived till she was 99. She lived till she was 99 in 11 months, which is fucking crazy. She died right as I was going to college, and I didn't go to her funeral because I was being dropped off at college that same week. And, listen, I would like to go. My dad was like, this is logistically not possible, bro. You're staying there. And I was like, all right, I guess so. I guess I'm not going to go. I wasn't there. I'm sure people were like, who the fuck is that kid? I wasn't there, guys. When a 99-year-old woman dies, I mean, people are sad, probably, yes, but it's not like, you're not surprised. You're not like, what the heck? She did, no way. So, yeah, but she was, great-grandma was always a present for her. She was the matriarch of the family, and then, you always get, I feel like my family's very women-oriented, very womanly dominated. That's not English. What else happened this weekend? It was Father's Day. Did I do anything else? No, this weekend I'm going upstate, back to my brother's house, not to do work, but to enjoy the feast of my labor, the fruits of my labor. Sorry, I don't even know the most basic saying on earth. So we'll have fun there. We'll see. What happened this week? I keep forgetting to fucking get my laundry. I gotta remember tomorrow. But I went to my laundromat, my local laundromat, and I walked in. The guy, I don't know. The guy, I don't want to say where this is. I don't want to dox myself. But I walked in. The guy was like, "Hey, Matthew, welcome." Hey, but he's like an immigrant. He's an Asian man. I don't know what country is specifically, but he speaks with a heavy accent. I had no clue he knew my name. He's like, "Hey, Matthew," and he smiled, and I was like, "This." I don't think you guys understand how fuck, I'm about to die. I don't think you understand how good that makes you feel. Just saying someone's name, knowing someone's name, but they didn't expect you to know it, that changes their whole day. I was like, "What the fuck? You know my name?" I was like, "Yes, it's me." He seemed so happy. And normally, I mean, the guy's not a grumpy guy, I would say, but he's certainly not someone who's smiling all the time and he's not like a clown. So he smiled at me. I guess it's because I've been here for over a year at this point. I drop off my laundry there. I give them business. He probably remembers my name. So I was like, wow. So I know his name. It's on the sheet. Maybe I'll be like, I actually should confirm that it's his name. But it says who checked you out. It says his name. He chose a nice American name, I'll say. I'm fairly certain that wasn't his name when he was in his original country. But I like when, I think specifically Asian people, they choose an American name and they always choose a cool name. Sometimes they choose a lame name, and sometimes they're just like, damn, you chose the name Blade, bro? Holy, I didn't know you could do that. Holy shit, dude. So that's kind of cool. So that was nice. That just uplifts you guys. Once giving random compliments to people, I don't do it often. I rarely do it, in fact, because I hate everyone. But just that small thing, it changes things, man. Changes your life. Change the butterfly effect, dude. It made me a nicer person. What happened? That was Monday. Did I do anything crazy on Monday? I did. I went on a date with someone on Monday. Maybe that made me a more likable person, even though I felt like I wasn't very likable, and I felt off in that moment. Anyway, I got a random text. Oh, this happened in the weekend. I think I got a random text from an unknown number saying "suck a dick." That was the text. Just said "suck a dick," "suck a cock," but they used the word dick and not cock. Suck a penis, not penis, dick. And it wasn't, it was a spam number, I guess, a spam text, but it wasn't one of these like actual scams. It was someone who genuinely probably wanted to send me suck a dick messages. I have to think of who it could be. I think there was a few people I probably pissed off. My best bet is it was someone that I was supposed to go on a date with last week, and I was gonna go on this date. So the plan was, so I'll give you the whole details because who the fuck cares? She probably pissed at me. She unmatched with me on the fucking app. It was her fault. It was 100% her fault, but whatever. Her plan was, she was going to go. I was asking her what day she was free. We said one day. She said she's busy before she's going out with her friends, but she said afterwards she's going to meet up with me. And I was like, all right, cool. I guess that's fine. I was like, hey, that seems fine, but also seems risky. You might drink too much. You might, whatever. We can also do a different day if you want. I'm not locked into that day. She was like, no, that day will be good. So we get to that day, and I wasn't, I did plenty of stuff that whole day. It wasn't like I wasted my day. We get to that day, and I text her. We're texting a little bit. I text her a few hours before. I'm like, hey, you still good for the time? She's like, I'm too drunk. I forget what she says. Like, I got too drunk, I fear. That was the whole message, and I was like, all right. I figured this might happen, and she was like, yeah. She was like, let me chug some water, actually. I was like, no, you don't have to do that, bro. I don't want you to be a sloppy. If you're too drunk, you don't even think you can go on the date. I don't want a sloppy drunk on a date with me. I'm not Harvey Weinstein, bro. I'm not fucking Bill Cosby. Oh, perfect. You did all the work for me. Thank God. Come meet me at my apartment. I'm not doing that. So I was like, it's okay. Like, you can just go home. If you're too drunk, it's fine. And then she said something about so to me, if you cancel a date, it's your fault for being bad at going on a date. You have to reschedule. It's your job. If you say, I can't make it, I'm too sick, you say, sorry, can we do it next week, blah, blah, whatever. That's all you need to say. She didn't say that. She's like, man, I'm already showing a lot of red flags. This is not good. And I was like, yeah, it's not great. Haha, or whatever. And then she just responded, yeah. So I'm like, all right, I'm not talking to you anymore. I'm not, it's your job to get on with it. Reschedule the day, bro. Reschedule it. So I don't know. Whatever. I was fine. I tend to not. I don't care if I've never been on a first date with you. I don't know you. You could be cool. I don't care if you're attractive. I don't know you, bro. So it doesn't bother me that much. Maybe it used to bother me. I feel like it used to bother everyone a lot more. But as you go on more dates, you're like, whatever. First date doesn't mean much. So I don't really care. Like, whatever. I do things with my day. It's not like I'm wasting my time and crying. But she doesn't text me, so I'm like, all right, yeah, she's not happening, whatever. And then I see she unmatched me on the app. So I assume she was upset, but it's her own doing. Why did you don't get fucking pissed drunk if you're supposed to go on a date? You can't actually go on a date. Don't reschedule. I can't do everything here, guys. I need to, because in my mind, if you cancel a date, I'm assuming you're lying and trying to get out of it. That's what I'm always assuming, if you cancel. So if it's genuinely a reason, you would be like, I'm so sorry, I can't make it, but let's do this other day. Are you free next week? And then I'm like, okay, she's actually canceling, and she means it because she wants to go out with me again. So that's my thought process. I think it's good, and I think you would all be on my side. And if you're not, get the fuck out of here, guys. If you're not, actually rewire your brain and rethink that, because you guys are fucking stupid. Anyway, so I got the text saying, suck a dick. Listen, in a perfect world, we would have gone on a date. We would have gone on another date, and I would be the one with a dick that was ripe for the sucking. So, perfect world, no one's sucking dicks. Or perfect world, I'm not even speaking correctly. In a perfect world, I am the one who is saying to the other person, suck a dick. And they are saying gladly what time and place. And I'm saying behind the dumpster at the Chipotle. That would be crazy. I don't think I'd be comfortable enough to get my wiener sucked in public. Someone was telling me another story about, this is too long, I don't even need more to talk about it. It was about a cuck, and the girl was dating a cuck, and then she sucked another man off at a bar, in the bar, for her cuck boyfriend. I was like, what the fuck? What the hell is this story, dude? How much of a cuck do you have to? I made a video pretending I was a cuck the other day, and I love people just believing that I'm. Did I talk about this where I made the video where I pretended to be the girl who was like washing her face? Did I talk about this last episode? I feel like I did. I made a video like a month ago. A girl's washing her face after a first date, and she's like, I have to wash my face after the date, whatever. And I made a video pretending that was me on the first date with her, and I just said a bunch of ridiculous things that I did. And everyone thinks it's real now. There's so many people commenting like, what the fuck? Why would you admit that? That's crazy. And it's so funny because they're laughing at me, but it's not. But I'm the one who's playing a fast one on them because it's a joke. And they're just too stupid, they're too dense to understand. So I did the same thing with the cuck video, and I think a couple people are believing me. So, listen, I love to pull a fast one on you guys. You know that. I heard my upstairs neighbors having sex for the first time, and I'm actually doubting that it was them having sex because I think they're actually doing construction somewhere in this building, and it could have been that. But it was very rhythmic, and it was very much felt like the bed was shaking. But the thing is, I've never heard them do it before. And I've lived here for over a year. So that means this person, whoever it is, I don't know who it is, has never had sex before in the last year, which is plausible. But this is New York City. I'm sure everyone in this building is a lovely, attractive young person. I find that hard to believe. That they're not. So I'm actually going to remove this from my list because I don't think I actually heard them. I think that was a lie. I think that was pretend. I didn't hear them going to Pound Town up there. I wish I did. I don't wish I did. I used to live in a place, I've said this before, where I heard my upstairs neighbors so clearly. I could hear their voices. And they were shooting porn. Guaranteed it was a prostitution ring or they were shooting porn. I had to complain about it. I was scared to go up there because I was like, if this is something illegal, the pimp is going to come and beat the shit out of me. So I got to email people about it. But I could hear them so vividly, and I was like, I can't. This is like traumatic. It's truly traumatic hearing other people having sex all day. Especially while you're getting no action. I was getting no action at the time. I was like, fuck! Ah! Just like, you don't even want to masturbate anymore. Just like, what's the point of life? God damn it, what's the point? I'll just sit and mope. But at least they were having a good time. At least, or maybe not. Maybe, like, if it was a prostitute, I'm sure she was not having a good time. That's the thing with it. Some guys think when they're with a prostitute that she's enjoying it. Which is insane. That's absolutely insane. I'm sorry. That is absolutely. That's why I could never be with, just the thought of being with someone who's not enjoying it scares me. Just truly, someone who's just like, wow, when is this over? Fuck, scared. Scared. I would be so self-conscious. Even when I go on a date with someone, this happened a lot of times, and you let's say you kiss them or whatever. This happened to the girl that dumped me. We'll go back to that, even though I don't want to go back to that. Then the end of our day, we're just making out and getting, it's getting a little hot and heavy, and then the date ends, and then she's. Whatever they say, hey, or I've done this to people too. They're like, hey, I don't think this is gonna work out. It makes you feel like, was I pressuring them into kissing me? What the fuck? You feel so weird. You're like, they probably knew they didn't want to see me again at that point, but they still kissed me. But then I think to the people I've done that to, it's no, I still wanted to. It's not that I was breaking up with them because I thought they were disgusting and unattractive. It's for other reasons. So then I think of that. I'm like, okay, it's fine to kiss someone you don't want to be with. You all get it. You all get what I'm trying to say. But when you think about it, you're like, oh, fuck. It just makes you feel bad. Anyway, sports news. We don't do sports news often, but this is a big one. This is the Luka Doncic trade that happened many moons ago. Red Sox trade Rafael Devers. If you don't know anything about baseball, we have hitters, we have pitchers. We have people who are good defensively, and we have people who are awful defensively. Rafael Devers is a thick Dominican man who hits the ball like a motherfucker. Horrible defensive player, but he hits the ball like no one else. Or like a few other people, but he's a good player. The Red Sox cornerstone player, and he got into a fight with the management, basically. It's been a years-long fight about them, or a year-long fight. And they finally shipped him off for basically nothing to the San Francisco Giants, which is sad. Sad for the team. Sad for Boston. I never feel bad for Boston, but sad for fucking Boston, dude. Losing their franchise player. When a team signs it, they signed him to a 10-year deal a year ago, and they shipped him off somewhere else. I don't even know how he had a no-trade. Usually players have a no-trade clause, which means you can't get traded to another team in your contract. He didn't have that. So, good for Boston. I guess they actually wanted to get rid of him. But the whole thing's a fucking mess. It's I just feel like it was there's just a lot of like interpersonal drama. It's like it's not like he was a bad player. I know the team took on his entire $300 million contract. It's just weird. So I don't know, man. There's nothing to care about. This is not a. If you don't watch baseball, it's just trades are fun. I love this. If you honestly just on Twitter for when sports trading season happens, it's always so fun. Even you don't even care what's happening. You're just like, yo, that guy. When I even basketball trades, I'm like, that I don't watch basketball ever. I don't care about basketball. Maybe the playoffs sometimes, but you just look. You're just like, yo, that's crazy, and then you just go on with your life. You have to put into context of what it means. It's like just then the trade deadline happens in July, I think, and it's fun. Like truly, the day of the trade deadline. I don't know if you. There's many days of the year where I'm excited, and that's one of them. The week leading up to the trade deadline, you're like, you just check your phone a lot. You're like, what's happening? It's just fun. It's just a nice little. It's like when they announce like the cast of Love Island or something. You're like, new bombshell into the villa. Fuck. I learned some more about Love Island the other day. I didn't know it was like airing every day. I thought it was like a Survivor-esque show where it's like airing every few days. I don't know. It seems like it's insane, Love Island, the fact that how much it's airing. It's crazy. This episode is brought to you by the Matt Lipari store. Visit mattliparistore.com to peruse a wide array of items, including the Tell Me I'm Pretty Blobfish shirt. We have the Bubonic Plague Chicken Club mug. Many items for everyone in your family, including your disabled children and your old gay uncles. That is the perfect American family, as I could think of it. MattLipariStore.com. That's crazy, bro. Insane. That's what sports is. The Mets game I'm going to watch after this. Or it's probably on now. Shit, I shouldn't have filmed this right now. Fuck, you guys are making me not. Let me check my phone real quick. They lost. They're on a 4-game losing streak. The New York Mets. I was going to say the New Orleans Mets for some reason. That makes no sense. Uh-oh, they're losing, oh, fuck. Losing 0-1. This motherfucker's not good, bro. This motherfucker's not good at pitching, bro. It's not looking good, guys. It's not looking good. Anyway, whatever, it's fine. The thing with sports, guys, some people let it affect them. Some people let it destroy their life, and they cry, and they scream, they go, oh! And if you don't know, Frank the Tank is a Mets fan. That man's insane. He's mentally ill, but he's insane. I like to think sports, if the good things happen, I'm like, yes. If bad things happen, I'm like, I guess I go back to my normal life now. I guess I get to talk about people's penises on podcasts now. I guess that's just the way things roll these days. Anyway, so Rafael Devers, have fun in San Francisco, bro. Have fun in San... Yeah, that's a weird place for a Dominican player. I feel like Dominican players love the East Coast because it's so easy to go back to the Dominican Republic. San Francisco, bro, that's fucking far. He's got 8 years left. He's probably like, fuck. God damn it. I gotta be around these tech bros. He's not a very San Francisco player. Also, I don't know, this is not gonna mean anything, but the San Francisco Giants have not had a player hit 30 home runs since like 2002 or something. Which, if you learn that, I think every other team has had a player hit 30 home runs since like 2019 or something. Which makes it's like insane. But they've won the World Series like 3 times since then. So their park is huge. If you've never seen the San Francisco Giants ballpark, it's cool. It's right by the water. They hit home runs into the water, but it's huge. And the baseball parks are all different dimensions, if you didn't know. So they have like a really deep center part. It's just like hard to hit home runs there. So he's a power hitter, so it's gonna be tough. It's not a great spot for him. Anyway, billionaire dies after swallowing bee. Indian auto parts billionaire Sanjay Kapoor swallows bee at tennis match. Sanjay Kapoor. Oh, I'm going to add another topic after this, actually, because it reminded me after saying that voice. If that's not God's sign that billionaires shouldn't exist, I don't know what is. He swallows a bee, it stings him from the inside, and he dies of shock. I got stung by a bee one time when I was younger because my brother wished it would happen because he was pissed at me. We were at a playground, and we were like fighting or something, and he said he wished for the bee to sting me. He saw me, he's like, I want that to sting my brother, and then it stung me. He willed the fucking bee to sting. The bee killed itself just to sting me, to make his wish come true. And someone wished that the bee would sting Sanjay Kapoor, and it did, and it killed him. Swallowing a bee is scary. If anyone would get swallowed or swallow a bee and get my dad actually kind of deserves to. When we were younger, we used to have a lot of bees in our backyard, and he would catch them. He said he used to do this as a kid, which is like crazy. He said he would catch them in a cup, and he did this for us. He did this. You would catch them in a cup. You would somehow get one of their legs under the cup. You would pull it out, and then you would tie a string to the leg. And he would fly the bee like a kite. I swear to God he did this. When we were kids, he would fly a bee like a kite in the backyard. And we were like, what the fuck? This is I don't even know how he did it. The technique is crazy. You catch a bee, and then when it's like landed, it's like tired of flying. You shift the cup over, and then you just get one of his legs. And you just, like, it's masterful craft for animal torture. I don't think we killed the bee. We just let it go. Or maybe it slipped the knot at a certain point. But it was crazy. Just flying a bee. It's like the Shrek frog balloon guy. So yeah, my dad deserves some karma for that. Probably gonna get. He should have been stung by bees multiple times. That's crazy. I forgot that happened. But yeah, Sanjay Kapoor. Rest in peace. I guess I don't know. You don't seem that. Indian billionaires just. I think they bother me more because of how bad India is. Just like the United States is bad in some regards, but it's not as bad as some parts of India, bro. Like the wealth disparity. Come on, the amount you can do with such a small amount of money probably is immense. And so an Indian billionaire, I'm not saying they all deserve to die, but it's not great. Being a billionaire in a really poor country doesn't look good. I'm going to be honest. Not good. I think they said he was a friend of Prince William or something. Or Prince Harry. I don't know. One of the ginger twats. Yeah, whatever. Rest in piss. Is that what they say? Rest in fucking... Anyway, when I was saying the name Sanjay Kapoor, I said it like Chris Hansen, and I've been watching Chris Hansen. If you don't know, Chris Hansen is the To Catch a Predator host. I've been watching his new show. He's relatively new, where he does the same thing, but it's his own like private on the True Blue Network. Visit trueblue.com to get your premium subscription to my latest episodes. Chris Hansen has the most amazing way of talking. It's such a beautiful way of speaking, but it's also so not sexy. I can't imagine him dirty talking with his wife. I don't even know if he has a wife. I can't imagine him in the bedroom. I think he purposely talks like that. You are such a slut. My goodness. Your mommy and your dad. But anyway, the show's still great. Each episode is like, he has a bunch of free episodes on YouTube I've been watching. Just, you put it on in the background while you're doing something. And there was one guy, it was funny. A lot of people know who he is now because obviously they've seen the show. There was one guy who like recognized him. He was like, bro, you're still doing this show? The guy's in handcuffs after he just went to meet a 15-year-old girl. He's like, bro, you're still doing this show? What the fuck? How are you still doing it? It was like condescending to him. It's like, bro, don't you have a life? Can't you do anything else? Chris Hansen was like, yes, I'm still doing the show, you fucking guy. You don't want to piss Chris Hansen off. I think if I was caught up in a predator sting, which I would never be, but if I was, I wouldn't speak to them. Like, why? There's no requirement. They, like, in the beginning of the episode, they're also like screaming to ask him what's the phone code to your phone. You don't have to give that to them. Don't give the police the code to your phone. What the fuck? Make them force if they legally can get in, they have to get in through a warrant or something. The hell, why I give you the code to my phone? So they could try to scan it with Face ID or something. I feel like that should be illegal, but I guess they could. I don't know. I've seen one predator just give the code up. I'm like, what are you doing, bro? I mean, you're still going to jail, but like, why would you give them the code to your phone? The hell? I feel like I wouldn't want to talk to him though. I would be like, guys, let me get a lawyer, bro. Let me get a lawyer. She said she was 18. She said she was 18. They always lie about the age by 1 year, too. That's the funniest part of every episode. How old did the girl say she was? She said she was 14. No, she said she was 13. I thought 14. It doesn't matter, bro. It doesn't actually matter. Well, I thought she was joking about being 15. I thought she was just making it up. It was fun. I thought she was just role-playing that she was 15. Okay, interesting. You like when a girl role-plays that she's 15? Anyway, the show is entertaining. I sometimes I feel bad for the guys. There's some real predators on there. Listen, if you're going to meet a 15-year-old girl, you have loose morals, we'll say that, and you are a predator, but there are some like real predators who are like consistently will stalk 15-year-old girls or explicitly look out for them. And then there's some guys who are just like, I haven't had sex in so long. And they're like, age 15? Fuck. I'm so horny. I guess I'll go. The worst, they do some decoy ops where it's a mom or a dad selling out their child, which is insane. That is insane. I like truly, you have to be so morally bereft to even, that's insane. That's, you hear about this thing and you see these people, they look like normal people too, and you're like, what the fuck? Holy shit, this is awful. I just don't think they don't have like the men, they're not developed enough to even think that's wrong, some of these people. I think that's what it is. They don't think they're bad people. They're like, oh, I'm fine. I just want to have sex with someone. Crazy. Anyway, time to reveal that I am a 15-year-old boy, and any of you that have ever hit on me, you're going to fucking jail. Chris Hansen's coming for you. All right, we're gonna do a little bit of political stuff right now. Iran said yesterday they have a big surprise planned that the world will remember for years to come. They said a big surprise plan for tonight. Was last night or tonight? I don't know. We haven't seen the surprise. Where's the surprise, bro? I've been waiting for this fucking surprise. The surprise, they'll be switching to Trump Mobile. That's their surprise. The Ayatollah Khomeini is saying, we're actually switching our phone providers. This was all a war to get better deals on our internet connection. But no, I don't know what that's kind of a scary message saying we have a surprise the world will never forget. And then not giving the surprise. Like, what happened, bro? Was it a gift? I'm scared because I live in the biggest city in the world, and if someone was going to plant the bomb somewhere, it'd probably be in New York City. And if I burn in the middle of the night from a nuke, I'm not going to be happy, guys. I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to be very happy. It's going to suck. So hopefully that doesn't happen, but it could happen right as I'm filming this, and then this could never be seen by people. So, it's not great. Trump, the president of not getting into frivolous wars across the globe, is getting us very close to a war with Iran. And not that a war with Iran is, it's certainly not a thing we really want to be involved in. But, the Iranian people have certainly suffered. Some of them are cheering in the streets, are like, please, we want this to end. We want this regime to be toppled. I believe that happened in Syria as well. So, it's like, do we want to be, like, if any of my relatives are getting drafted, or if I'm getting drafted, I think I'm above the draft age, but if I'm about to get drafted, fuck no, dude. I want to go to a useless war in Iran, bro. What the fuck am I doing? I'm gonna die over there. For the Israelis, stop fucking shooting missiles into Iran, bro. Can you stop? Can you chill? Can you fucking chill? Anyway, back to Trump Mobile. We'll get back to the other shits. Back to Trump Mobile. Trump, the Trump family. I don't think it's Donald Trump himself, but Don Jr. I saw releasing the Trump phone, which is the biggest piece of fucking shit I've ever seen. I don't even understand. It's so fucking shitty looking. I don't understand how bad it was. Like, it truly looked awful. Truly looked awful. Sorry, I was distracted by the Mets losing 3-0 in the bottom of the first inning. Motherfucker. God damn it. All right, let's see the Trump phone. The Trump phone looks like shit. It was $500 or something. Trump Mobile. Not Trump movie. Trump Mobile. The phone is... You've all seen this phone. You've all seen the phone. It looks like such... Is it an Android phone? I guess it is. Brushed gold on the back with a T. It looks so fucking bad. Made in China, obviously. I don't understand. I think this truly would be an April Fool's joke. Who would buy this? Even if you're a dedicated Trump fan, if you are delusional, why would you buy this phone? I don't understand why anyone would buy this. I don't understand what this plan is. A solid gold phone that's Android, that's run on, looks like shit. The specs look like shit. I don't know what cellular service do they have their own mobile network? Are they using Verizon or something? I don't know. It's a Trump Mobile, so it probably would be their own mobile network. What cell towers are they using? What the fuck? I think this is all Don Jr.'s plan. And Don Jr. is like... I think Donald Trump is very disappointed in Don Jr. I really do think so. I think he looks at Don Jr. and he goes, this motherfucker. This motherfucking piece of shit. This disappointment. You came up with a phone, bro? Don Jr. probably came up with the fucking Trump coin, too. I'm going to blame everything on Don Jr. because he seems like inept. Not that Donald Trump isn't inept, but Don Jr. seems more inept. So this phone is it's so bad. If I see one of those if you see anyone using that, truly I think you should be able to do horrible things to them. I think you should be able to make fun of them relentlessly. I don't think the phone would work. What the fuck is this phone? I think it's going to have a lot of, not resale value, but it's going to have a lot of people who want to make videos of it buying it. It's the same with the Sydney Sweeney soap. It's going to be like influencers buying it just to review it, or like Marquez Brownlee or whatever that guy's name is going to review the phone. And he's like, this is a 0 out of 10, but he bought it just to review it. It's going to be crazy. Maybe it's going to hit well in like West Virginia in the mountains. You're like, I got my Trump phone. I stayed in line for the Trump phone. But that's fucking insane. That is truly an insane device that looks like shit. If you made it look cool and it was cool, sure. But what does Donald Trump know about a phone? Why am I buying a phone from Donald Trump, bro? A 79-year-old man should not be innovating on a new phone. It's a fucking ridiculous scenario that the President of the United States is doing. I feel like some people are turning on him. I've seen a lot of people slowly turning on him, because I think a lot of people voted for him to be this, make America great again is the slogan, and now you're doing all this bullshit that's not really making America great again, which, I feel like a lot of liberals will say they saw this coming, and I think they all kind of did, but, they would always say they saw this coming. I think I did as well. I think my mom would always say, my parents are, we'll say they lean Republican. We'll say that lightly. My mom would say, he's not going to start any wars. Like, you should be worried about getting drafted if someone else wins. And, look at where we're at right now. This is not great. So I think if that does happen, I think they'll lose a lot of voters. I really do think they will. I think the con can't go on for that long. So we'll see what happens. But we'll talk about the protests now. I saw someone say that going to protests is the new form of Hinge. Going to protests is now the best way to meet people. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? What the hell? I saw another post where there was these girls who held up some funny signs at a protest, and some guy retweeted it maybe, and he was like, I hate white people at these protests. They're just so performative. Everything they do, they think it's a joke. They think this is... And I'm on his side, bro. I'm like, if you think going to protests is the new way to meet people, guys, what the fuck is wrong? That's all performative. What is wrong with you? The hell are you doing? The protest is not where you find your fake activist boyfriend at. You find your fake activist little man he perfectly trimmed his beard and he has a nice hair dressed up just for the protest. What the fuck is it? You guys are both fucking phony piece of shit, dude. You guys are both just there for the memes. Just there to fuck around. So, yeah, if you're going to the protest to meet people, just admit you don't actually care. Just admit you don't care about the protest, guys. You don't have to pretend. You want to meet someone who's politically active or whatever? Yeah, sure. They're going to the protest to they're just unemployed, guys. Half of them are just unemployed, and they just graduated college. They're like, we can make a difference. I'm not saying protesting is not making a difference. Some protests are certainly viable, but I've never been compelled to go to a protest because I'm like, what do I need to be there for? What do I need to be there for? I've been to, actually, at my school, we had the Westboro Baptist Church came, which, if you don't know, they're a very racist Southern group, and they make big signs that say, the signs they have say, God hates fags. That's the sign they say. I can say fags because it was on their sign. I'm reading their sign. I'm not saying the word. It's like death penalty for gays and stuff. So they came to my college, and the Westboro Baptist Church has 50 members in it. I didn't realize they have 50 total members. The whole group has 50 members, and they came and it was 3 obese people from the South, and they all had 30 signs. I don't know if you've ever seen it was a harness they were wearing that had sticks coming out of it that held more signs. It was they were General Grievous with racist, gay, anti or homophobic signs. And we're like, ah. And it was so many college kids just I more just went just to see what was happening. I wasn't yeah, gay, let's go gays. Not that I'm homophobic, but let's go gays. During Pride Month, let's go gays. That was the only protest I've been to. So I've never been to another one. Listen, I would go to one. I don't know. To me, I feel not that this is my life philosophy, but just I feel like I can help people more once you have, you can help people better when you have the resources to help people. So I'm saying instead of getting on the street and protesting, which could make a difference, but probably won't make that much of a difference, you spend your time making money that you can then funnel into some activist effort or something. You become a billionaire. It's like the Robin Hood, you steal from the rich to give to the poor. You become a billionaire, and then you go, hey, I'm going to do good with this money. That's kind of my life philosophy. Not that I'm implementing it now because I don't make that much money and I'm failing at everything there. But I'm saying just you make a lot of money and then you can help people a lot. So, I could go to a protest maybe one day, but I think if I went, it would be performative. It would be I don't really care that much. Obviously, I care about people getting deported, but I don't care enough to be I need to spend my entire day screaming on the streets on the front lines with these people. I'm just being as honest as, and if you guys want me to lie and make shit up, maybe I'll go to the protest to meet my wife. How about that? I'm single. Maybe I'll go because she's there and she's twerking on a sign in the street, twerking for Hispanics to not get deported. Maybe she's doing that. It means so much for my wife to be shaking ass in the on 7th Avenue on the protest. Good for you for protesting. Not trying to belittle it. But, some of you are definitely doing it for performative reasons. It's the taking a picture at a protest and just posting it on your Instagram. What the fuck? Think about what you're doing, guys. What the fuck is wrong with you? Truly, if I found out anyone I knew did that, I'd be like, what the fuck I don't know if I could be their friend still. These are some deal breaker things that are like, I have to question your entire character after you do this. You know what I mean? This episode of the Meat Sangria podcast is sponsored by NordVPN. Staying safe online is an ever-growing difficulty, and you could be exploited by hackers. NordVPN allows you to change your IP address, making you harder to track, securing your privacy. Visit meatsangria.com and click on the podcast sponsors section to get 72% off NordVPN's 2-year plan. I know I do a lot of risky things on the internet. Let's just say I like to peruse the things the World Wide Web has to offer. You got to stay safe, guys. You got to protect yourself. You got to protect your data and your device. NordVPN lets you do that. Once again, meatsangria.com. Click on this podcast sponsor section to get our special deal. Thank you. So it's crazy. But, yeah, so that's, when I see that, I think it should be called out more. It's like, what is the Kylie Jenner commercial with Pepsi? Oh, she's at like a protest and then they share a Pepsi in the middle of the protest. It's like that kind of bullshit. Like, what the fuck? What are you using protest? What is Pepsi using protest in their commercial? Protests have become like this glamorized fucking like fake thing. They don't. I really just don't think they don't work, bro. Let's be real. Stop sugarcoating it, Matthew. This is where you speak your mind. Protests, bro. They don't do shit, guys. You need to actually do stuff for protests. You need to like truly January 6th as a protest was one of the best protests of all time. If you think about it, January 6th was a hell of a protest. That's what you got to do in your protest. You got to break shit. You got to get in, like, it didn't really affect anything, but like it kind of did. Like I'm saying, what I'm trying to say right now is repeat January 6th. If you're going to protest, repeat January 6th. Wear fur and a horn hat and break into shit. If you don't do that, what's the point? What's the point of standing in the street? They don't change anything. They just the senators sit there and go, oh, my hands are tied. I can't do anything. My hands are tied. I can't. Then I'm going to lose my boathouse and I can't do anything. So you got to break shit. You got to break shit, guys. You just got to break shit. You got to kidnap someone. Kidnap someone's children, too. What the heck? Hold people hostage, guys. I don't want you to kill them, but, like, kidnap them, bro. It's the same thing with, like, people... I saw some video of another guy, like, being like, you have to use if you have a platform, you have to be speaking out on these things. You have to be speaking out if you have a platform online. Why? The fuck, guys, you follow me because I say stupid fucking shit. Me talking about this right now is too much. You guys are like, fuck. Why is this so serious? I say stupid jokes online. You don't go to my profile to listen to political conversations. If I was doing that as a creator, if I made political videos, then yeah, you would. I say stupid shit. No one cares about my opinion. You just want to know that I'm on your side. That's what you want. You want to know I'm on the evil side, which I get. But why would I be advocating every 2 seconds? What is that going to do? It's not going to do much. My audience is already people who know what's going on, guys. They know. I don't cater to like deep South Republicans, and even if I said something, they'd be like, "Fuck this guy, we're getting out of here. Fuck this Yankee little fucking pussy ass bitch. We ain't following him no more." So like what am I supposed to talk about the fucking missiles? You're gonna take your opinions from me? I'm not a fucking politician. I don't know. I'm not a geopolitical expert. This is me in my video if I made missile bad. No missile bad. We not kill people, not kill people. I don't fucking know. To me, it's like when if you're like, I'm like a parent and like, it's like when you're like, if I'm fighting with my brother or something and my mom's like, hey, knock it off, guys. My mom doesn't understand the intricacies of why we're fighting. My brother and I know why I'm fighting him because he stole my Pokemon card or some shit. He cheated when we were playing Bakugan and then this motherfucker, I gotta fight him now. My mom doesn't understand. She just knows we're fighting. That would be me if I spoke on Israel versus Iran. That would be me. That'd be like, oh, listen, I know the gist of what's going on, but we're like, hey guys, stop fighting. No, you have to stop. We cease this. Who the fuck wants to hear me say that, bro? Not people in either country. They don't want to hear me say that. So it's more performative bullshit. Who fucking cares, guys? Who cares? No, you don't want to hear me say that. I know you don't want to hear me say that. Anyone who forcing creators... I remember when the October 7th thing happened, and people were asking me, like, Matt, are you a Zionist in the comments? Listen, I get that you want me to be on your side. I get that, as I just said. But it's like, guys, what is this witch... I'm not a Zionist. I'm not Jewish. I'm not a Zionist. Like, what is this witch hunt This, like, everyone, like, I feel like this didn't used to happen. I feel like it's like a bipolar almost. It just feels like if you're not on my side, then you're my mortal enemy. It's like, why? Why is that the case? It just feels weird. So, I don't go around, I don't go around. There's plenty of mutuals I have that, like, I've found out things about that I'm like, I don't really like this person. I don't go around, like, canceling people and being like, fuck you. Some people are multifaceted, like an onion. People are like an onion. I'm Shrek. They're like an onion. That's not Scottish. I don't know how to do a Scottish accent. They have layers like an onion. So, certainly it's just, I don't know, man. You put too much pressure on influencers, but what the fuck, I'm not an influencer. I don't influence anyone, but public figures, who the fuck are we, guys? No one, stop making me and everyone else, stop going to them for your opinions. Why the fuck do you have to listen to Chapel Roan on her? Remember she got into trouble for her opinions. Who the fuck cares? She could think that it's okay to, like, fuck donkeys in the back of a bus. That was the weirdest scenario ever. Who cares? Let it happen. She makes good music, bro. R. Kelly, let him piss on people, guys. Makes good music. He's in jail, let him piss. The guy wants to piss, let him piss. The hell? That's my motto. Guy wants to piss on someone, let him piss on someone. What the heck? Who am I to step in the way between a guy and a good piss? Who am I to step in front of someone who wants to piss on someone? Who am I? Who am I? I'm Matt Lipari, folks. Thank you. No, the episode's still going. All right, I wrote here, guys, what the hell is a Labubu? I keep hearing about them, and I have no clue what it is. I'm going to look it up here. You have your live reaction to a man finding about what a Labubu is. We have Labubu doll. A Labubu doll. What the fuck is this? A Fugler go... That's not a real Labubu. Okay, that's like a fake Labubu. Labubu Brown, that's Etsy. Okay, that's probably a fake one. Pop Mart Labubu. So it's a guy wearing a little bunny outfit. What the fuck? They don't even look that good. The hell are these things? Guys, what are these Labubu? Why are they so fucking popular? I'm going to go on eBay. I'm going to go on eBay and look for some Labubus. Let's see. Let me go to sold listing. I'm an expert at eBay. Let me see. Labubu. Pop Marts. We're going to see the sold. They look like, these are not authentic. Let me go. You have to go to the sold listings. Let's see. Does anyone here have a Labubu? Can someone tell me about them? I've seen like people waiting. Oh shit, $500. Holy fuck. The Monsters Angel and Clouds vinyl face doll. $500. We went for $77.95. We have a $35.98. So they're a lot of money, dude. We have a set of $269, $200. Okay, so they're going for like $50 an average, I would say. What are these fucking things? I don't get, like... I just feel... There's a lot of people who, like for Pokemon, too, that just, like, wait out in the mall and wait for Pokemon to be restocked. I actually want to go to Target one day and just see what Pokemon cards my Target has, just to see if I can... Like, people wait... They like. I'm gonna do the same thing I just made fun of people do. I just want to do it, like, casually one day to see what happens. If I'm at Target, anyway. They wait for Target people to restock the Pokemon cards. They buy them all, and then they relist them online to make money. It's like, what are you doing with... You're an adult doing that, number one. This is not a business, bro. That's not... A business cannot be scalping Target. That's not a way to make money consistent. That's a ridiculous way of life. How do you look yourself in the mirror if your whole life you make money just scalping things from Target? It's the same with Labubus. Like, I see people waiting by like a Labubu vending machine in the mall. They're like getting into fights over the fucking Labubu. Guys, what are we doing? I get it. People do this with like the sneaker drops and whatever. I get it with the drops, but like you're going to a retail store and you're like pushing people out of the way to get what's being put on the shelf. That's fucking weird, guys. Do you understand? That's weird behavior. I understand if it's a limited drop online and you want to get in and they have like bots to do it. I get that. I get like ticket resales. I get that. But like going to a retail store, it just feels different for me. I don't know why. It just feels weird. The retail stores where everything should just be available for people to buy. It's not a limited time drop. It's not... If I was a kid and I went to the store to buy Pokemon cards and there was none there because a fucking fat 40-year-old guy just bought them all to resell on eBay, I'd be like, what the fuck? The hell is this? Get this guy... This guy should be banned from the store. This guy should be put in jail, dude. So with these Labubus, I don't get them. I don't understand. There must be a good resale market for them. There must be like a good flipping going on the Labubus. I don't know. Like I said in a previous episode, sometimes I wish I was just a flipper. I wish my whole life was going to garage sales and flipping. But it's also not a very fulfilling life. It's not. That was a fun thing to do in 9th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade. Those are my prime years. I kind of want to unearth my old... I don't know if I can even access my old Pokemon YouTube channel that I made where I opened Pokemon cards. A great time, dude. What a great time. I should like that should be like Patreon content if I ever make a Patreon. Part of the Bubonic Plague Chicken Club is the Pokemon card channel. I had some good videos, bro. I pulled some good cards. I remember there was one like week where this person listed a bunch of stuff for so cheap, and I just bought it all, and I kept opening it, and I got nothing good in there, and I was like, well, it was cheap, but I was expecting to get some good stuff. And then I opened one pack, and I got a Gold Star Pokemon card, which back in the day they were really rare. It was like one in, probably I would guess every like 100 packs, maybe. No, maybe more than that. It was like one every case, which is like 360 packs, I want to say. And I pulled one, and I graded it, and it graded a 10. And I'm going to look up how much it'd be worth. I sold it for $100, I remember. This was back in probably 2014. It was an Alakazam. Alakazam Gold Star. PSA 10. I'm scared to look at this number. It's probably like $5,000. All right, let's see. Sold listings. Dude, I sold it, and I was like, nice. I made some money on this. Holy shit, dude. Motherfucker. $8,000. That's probably mine. I actually could trace it back and find which one was mine. $8,000, guys. I sold it for $100. Back in the day, I sold my PSA 10 Alakazam for $100. Just sold for $8,000. 2014, guys. That was just 11 years ago. So whatever, you know. I would have to hold on to her for that long, but you just goes to show, guys, when you do weird stuff and you hold on to things, money grows some trees sometimes. $8,000, man, that stings. That's like buying Bitcoin back in the day. $100 to $8,000. I'm scared. I have a bunch of other ones that I remember getting, and I'm scared to look up the price because I don't want to get hurt. I know there's some that are just fucking so expensive. $8,000 is crazy though. Holy shit. Anyway, I had one more topic. All right, in the spirit of Pride Month, I remember, this is a genuine question. If anyone here is a gay man or knows about this is a genuine question. Do gay men get BBLs? I'll repeat that question if none of you heard me. Do gay men get Brazilian butt lifts? Because actually, I might have answered my own question, because I think, you know, women are attracted to men, obviously some of them. And I think gay men are attracted to men for the same reasons that women are attracted to men. And I don't think women are attracted to men for their butts. I don't think anyone's ever commented on my ass. I don't think anyone's ever been like, damn, you got a nice fucking fat, juicy booty, which I do. I want to be clear, which I do. Legally, I do. So I don't know if gay men really care about the size of other men's asses. That's a good question. I don't know if they do. I don't know, like, because obviously they're, like, having intercourse, and it's in the booty region. Not going to say exactly where it is, but there's only so many holes down there, guys. Only so many options, and I've chosen one of them. So they would like a nice butt. Like, it's certainly nice as a man when a girl has a nice butt, and you're just like, ooh, it's fun back here, man. This is a vacation, dude. A timeshare location. But do men have that? And then would men get, like, a big booty for the other men? I don't know. It's a genuine question. I don't know. I mean, I've never seen a man with a giant butt, so I'm saying no, but, like, it ran across my mind, like, why wouldn't they do it? It seems like an option they should do. They should do that. But I guess men are more attracted to other men for, like, their biceps or whatever, or their, like, abs. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. I don't know. I was just curious about that. So perhaps they do. If anyone here has a BBL, let me know. If anyone here, send photographic evidence to your man with a BBL. No, actually, I don't want to send. The allegations are coming in. Fuck. Get back in the closet, Matthew. Get back in the closet. Close the door. Shut the door, man. They're coming. No, I'm not gay. And like I say every year, if I was, perfect time to come out would be right now. But I'm not going to do it because I'm not gay. But I have fun joking about being gay, so I will continue to do it until the day I die. I will continue to do it. Actually, I didn't really reconnect with my friends from college, but some of my friends from college I spoke to that I haven't spoken to in a while. And I asked if anyone had come out of the closet or transitioned since I last saw them. One of my friends asked if I did, and I said, no, my closet is great. My closet is really nice. I would never leave, because why would I leave my closet? It has everything I could ever need. And that's true. Why would I leave? My closet has plenty of hot women that are vaguely interested in me. Not really interested, but vaguely interested in me, and that's all I need. All I need are some mildly interested hot women. That keeps me afloat. You get one little notion of interest from a hot girl, you're like, fuck, I can live on for another day. I can continue this life that I've made for myself. Let me check the Mets score real quick before I get back into it. Oh my motherfucking God, bro. Oh my God, it's 3-0 still. Come on, bro. Come on. Can we get some fucking points on the board, bro? Can we get some fucking points? You can't lose to the fucking Braves. You can't lose to the goddamn Braves. Braves are one of the worst teams in the league right now. You can't let them get some momentum, bro. You can't do it. You simply can't do it, guys. I'm going to say that right now. Anyway, that's the podcast, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you all. You're all so beautiful. Happy Juneteenth. I forget, that's tomorrow. I am not going to go to the gym on Juneteenth. I make that mistake every year. There's hella people in the gym in Juneteenth. And, oh shit, wow. It's oh no, it's not July. I think it was July for some reason. On Juneteenth, it gets annoying. I go to the gym and there's fucking a million people. I'm like, bro, fuck. So I don't think I'm going to go to the gym tomorrow. We'll see what I'll do. We'll see what exercise I'll get into. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Any ladies, anyone want to get into something? We'll see. No one wants to get into something. I am lonely. Anyway, happy Juneteenth. Happy, unless Donald Trump removes it as a holiday. We'll see. Might do it a quick last-minute executive order. Well, thank you guys so much. Appreciate you all. Make sure to subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube. Subscribe to the podcast. Leave a like on the video. I appreciate it. It always helps me out. Share this with your friends. Guys, if everyone shared this with one friend, I'd have more viewers. I don't know the exact number. I'm not a mathematician. Even though I did take a lot of advanced math classes in college, I don't know. Thank you so much. Should I end with a song as well? Baby, you're so classic.